What's going on, everybody? My name is Jake Setterlun. I have been in the online space for almost 10 years now. Since then, I have scaled 7 different businesses up to 7 and 8 figure $1 million run rates. You can see behind me, we've done lots and lots and lots of revenue online. We've won a bunch of ClickFunnels awards. We just won the Inc. 5000 award, and I am super excited today to run you through our $10 million funnel, our 8-figure funnel that is literally the reason for us being able to scale all these different businesses in a bunch of different industries, doing a bunch of different things to consistently 2, 7, and 8-figure run rates. This is our secret formula. You're going to see what it looks like, and to be honest, it is the stupidest, simplest thing in the world, but it is really the reason that we've been able to scale. And again, it's the 80-20 rule. It's that 20% that you focus on, the 20% that you do is actually going to get you the 80% of results. Now, again, we're going to hop over to my computer. We're going to take a look at this. Again, it is very simple, but there's a lot of fine-tune, nitty-gritty things in between, and we are going to break down each one of those. So let's jump in. All right, guys. So we are inside of our $10 million funnel, and obviously you're looking at this right now and you're like, what the fuck? This is super simple, but to be honest, again, this is how we've been able to scale all of our businesses to the 7 and 8 figure run rates, topping out at $1 million a month in one of them. So again, it is something that is proven to work, and it is our bread and butter on how we're able to scale. So first off, starting with direct response ads. What's a direct response ad? It is literally an ad with some kind of call to action. Very simple ad that is literally like, hey, Mr. Prospect or attention industry, whatever it might be, this is exactly what we're doing for you. This is our offer. Here's a little bit of risk reversal. You know, we've guaranteed X, Y, and Z. Click below if that's something you're interested in. They go then to a landing page, and they are then booking an appointment. So it's very simple. It is a very simple process. You've probably seen a lot of ads online if you've ever clicked around that it's literally like, again, we'll use real estate as an example. Real estate agents get 10 to 15 qualified booked appointments on your calendar every week using voice AI, guaranteed to close. You know, these leads are guaranteed to close or your money back. Very simple. That's our offer, right? We put that on a Canva image. You go on Canva, you know, again, just the square basic images. You run those on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, pretty much anywhere, even YouTube now you can run the static images. You've been able to for a while. It's a little cheat code that we talk about in our school community. So shameless plug if, you know, again, you want really the copy and paste strategies we use, click below, join up. But you're putting these static images pretty much out everywhere on the internet. You're going to a landing page that says, hey, you know, this is what I do. This is what I do. Button right here, click and book. And then that is taking you to a calendar booking page. Now, you could do things like asking multiple questions before they are able to book if you want to qualify them a little bit more, maybe qualify based off price. But this is really the simplest thing that, you know, you could literally do. Anybody just starting out in marketing, funnel building, whatever, can put together a landing page that has their offer on it with a button that goes and pops up their calendar booking. Like it's very simple stuff. So again, DR ads, you know, you're targeting specific audiences inside of each platform. You're getting them to click on your image, click to your landing page, and then book an appointment. So that's how you fill calendars. Again, this is paid ads, so if you're doing something like cold, if you're doing something like organic, it's definitely a little bit of a strategy. We have a little bit of money to play with that when we do go into a new business, this is just 100% what we're going to go and do and test, but it works and it fills calendars. So once you're taking those calendars, you're getting people on to a sales call. Now, a good show rate is going to be anywhere from 40 to 60% for a DR ad going to a calendar booking. There's a lot of different things you could do. You could throw in a setter, but we've found that show rates for just these DR ads, people that haven't digested a lot of content, are going to be anywhere from 40 to 60%. Congratulations if you have higher than that. But again, we've ran this in a bunch of different industries, and unfortunately it is, you know, average. It's very average. It's about 50% show rate is going to be kind of your gold standard. Again, some low, some high. But you're going to get, again, 40 to 60% of those people are actually going to show up for a sales call. Now, how do I scale my sales? Again, everybody asks this. And there's some big strategies here because a lot of high-ticket people, a lot of online people will just basically get on a sales call and try to pitch somebody. It's kind of like you going into the doctor's office. He's telling you like, okay, you know, what's wrong? What do you need? And then he's telling you that you need something fixed, or I'm going to put you on this medication. It's going to cost X amount of money, or let's get an MRI because I want to check this out further. It's going to be X amount of money. Most of you are not doctors. Most of you can't just talk to somebody and expect them to give you money. You don't have the authority. You don't have the positioning. And to be quite honest, people are so much more in tune with high ticket sales tactics nowadays, that if they feel like they're getting pressured and they feel like the sales call doesn't really have much depth on what they're doing, it's just a psyops, they're just going to hang up, and they're just going to, or try to get you off the phone, and then they're going to block you and never talk to you again. So you need to have a sales call. You need to have a sales process where you're actually showing the customer what you're delivering on. If it's your course content, maybe a lot of what you're showing them is reviews, results, and then show them your framework, show them the different modules inside the course, give them a little sneak peek. Again, if you're selling an online service, break it down, do a 3-step process, 4-step process, and present to them. We've gotten so far away from, just doing these basic presentations, like literally show them exactly what they're going to be getting. And again, if you're pros like us, you make something called a sales page, which again, we teach inside of our school community. That is literally a landing page that we send to our prospects. Our prospects go through it themselves. We call it the silent method, so you don't have to pitch. Prospects actually go through that themselves. They sell themselves on call, and then they go through that. All you have to do is handle objections, and then you have a sale. So again, there's lots of different ways to actually present and have and conduct a sales call. We found it the best always being able to show, to educate, and to basically present what you're selling, and then from there you can go on, you can handle objections, and you can close. So let's talk about what happens on these sales calls. So you're usually going to get about 10 to 15% of people that are just going to be like, I don't care what you have. If it speaks to me just a little bit, they're going to automatically buy. You don't have to be a good closer. You just have to have a good offer. And if you're not seeing this right here, you most likely do not have a good offer. Because if you don't have those 10 to 15 people that are literally like, this sounds good, you could have literally said step 1 is me shitting on the toilet, step 2 is me wiping my butt, and step 3 is me making more money, they would literally buy it if it's something that, is actually hitting their pain point. I'm using that, to exaggerate, but literally you could say anything, and as long as the offer is unique, proven, and you can show that it's proven, they're going to buy. You're going to have, again, the other, I want to say 60 to 70% of people that are unfortunately going to go to a follow-up call. So this could actually be somebody that's actually interested. Most people are not going to ever really just say, oh no, this is not something that I'm interested in. Unfortunately, that I wish it were the case where people would just tell you, but most likely you're going to get more than half of your people end up going to a follow-up call. Now, if you're really, really good at sales, you might be able to cut this down by another, maybe I want to say 10 to 15%, and you might actually get them to do a 1-call close. So you might have 20% of people closing first call if you're doing things great, if you have a really, really banger, salesperson. But most of those people are going to come into and have to book a follow-up call. It's just part of this funnel. Again, there's 2 types of individuals when they come through this funnel. They're going to either be 100% sold on what we do before they get on the call, because they're going to book a call and then they're going to research us and they're going to do their homework before the call. Or there's going to be people that literally just don't do anything, no matter what you remind them, no matter what VSL you tell them to watch before the call, they're not going to do it. So they're just unfortunately going to get pushed to a follow-up call. And then we have another 10 to 15. This is what I like to call my trash percent. You're going to have just about 10 to 15% of people that you actually just don't even want to work with. Like, you can't even have a conversation with them. Everybody's gotten on the phone with people that you're like, I wish I could just hang up right now. So I do my best to just literally, again, you tell your sales team, if you're on testing out an offer, like, you do your best to just get off the phone and end the call, because nothing good is coming out of this 10 to 15% of people. But again, you're going to have about 10 to 15% of people that just automatically close. You're going to have this 60 to 70% that are going to go to a follow-up and to a close. And then this is what's going to make or break your company and your profits. Because again, like I said, if you have a good offer, if you're dialed, if you've jumped into my 8-figure framework at all, you know that we have a 4-step system. The first step is crafting a good offer. If you have a good offer, you're just going to automatically get closes as long as you're showing them something that's not just dog shit. Next, you're going to, again, have to chip away at the 60 to 70%. Again, a good salesperson is going to take 10 to 15% of those and be able to close them either right away or, at the end of the day, something like that. Super simple, not a scheduled follow-up. And the rest of them are going to be a follow-up. So you're going to need some kind of automations and reminders in between here where it's SMS, email, whatever it might be, where you're actually reminding them like, hey, thanks for booking that follow-up. Make sure you check out John's interview with us. John scaled, John made $10 million with us or $5 million, whatever it might be. And you have to nurture them into that follow-up call because, like I said, you're going to have those people that come to the call that aren't educated on you yet, and you need to continuously keep them excited because if they lose out on that excitement, they're gone. They're never going to close. So get them on the call, educate them about your product, keep them excited until the follow-up, hit them with the follow-up, and ideally you're closing them. So that's our simple $10 million framework. Again, we didn't reinvent the wheel by any means with this, but it is that 20% that is literally getting you 80% of the results. We could spend all this time doing organic, all this time on cold, and obviously you can always feed in more appointments to this step, but at the end of the day, it is getting people on your calendar with some kind of paid ads on some kind of platform, perfecting your sales process, learning what your KPIs are, and then being able to take somebody from a pitch to a close, and that is how you're going to scale. So if you want to know any more in depth on like what do our ads look like, what do our funnels look like, everything that we've developed, tweaked, battle tested over the years, again, we've done millions in revenue, but we've also spent millions and millions on ads, testing and perfecting our processes. So if you want to see what any of this looks like, again, make sure to click below, join up to our community, and we are literally, showing you exactly what our ads look like, exactly what our calendar funnels, booking funnels, qualification funnels, sales presentations, the silent method again that I mentioned. Everything is inside of our community. So click below, join up. Otherwise, I hope you got something out of this video. We're super excited to share it, and I hope to see you next time.